Good morning, Path families. This is Crystal Clark, your school leader. I am recording this video today because we just got notice this morning that we have a second fifth grade family that has tested positive for COVID. Of course, this isn't great news for our school, and I want to make sure that I'm being as transparent as possible about what our next steps are going to be. So here's what we know. We have two fifth grade families that have tested positive within 4 days. So it is not clear if the two cases are related. We do know that each family did exactly what they were supposed to do. And this is very important because both families followed the exact same steps, which is what everyone is supposed to do in a situation like this. One, they kept their child home as soon as they started having symptoms. Two, they got their child a COVID test as soon as possible. And three, they shared the results with the school as soon as they could. Thank you to those two families for being vigilant and helping us protect each other at this time. We also know that because of the strategies that we already have in place at PATH, that no two grades have lunch together at the same time. The way we organize it since we returned after we started experiencing spikes with the pandemic and reopened is that while one grade eats, another grade has recess, and then the cafeteria is cleaned and disinfected before the next grade comes in to eat. So that minimizes the level of exposure and risk between eating times for the kids. For this reason, right now, we are not concerned about a possible transition to virtual for grades 6 through 8. We've had no cases in those grades, and we've had no possibilities of exposure that we know of on those grades. For fifth grade, specifically for my fifth grade families, I want to be clear about this. We are already talking about preparing in case we need to transition to virtual school for fifth grade only. What this means is that if the school is notified of another COVID positive case on our fifth grade, we are going to transition to virtual for 2 weeks to protect our students, our staff, and our families. Those are what our next steps will be. Right now, we don't have any evidence that these two cases are related, but we're not 100% sure that they're not either, or that they are. So because of this, we're going to be vigilant. We're going to add one additional step that I'm going to talk about in a second that was not in place the first week of school, but after the first case, we decided to take this step. And then we're going to wait and see. If there are no more cases, then we will continue school day to day in person for all grades, including fifth. But if there is another notification that a fifth grade family has been affected, we're going to transition our fifth grade to virtual. And we are telling our parents to prepare themselves for the possibility of that now, just in case. The additional layer of protection that we've put into place in terms of mitigation strategies in the school has been assigned seating for lunch. Our first week, when the kids were just settling in, we did not have assigned seating for lunch. However, the children are sitting 3 feet away from each other. Lunchtime is the highest time of risk because in order to eat, children have to take off their mask. So this week, first thing on Monday, our teachers organized our children into assigned seats, and they will be sitting with the same group for the remainder of the year at the same exact table. This will allow us to contact trace if need be. Although we're hoping the number of cases we have are minimal, we have to be prepared for whatever we have to do to protect our community. So starting this week, we've begun assigned seatings in all grades in the cafeteria. They have already had assigned seatings in their classrooms. So all children are assigned seats already in their classes. This is all of the information I have today. Right now, at this moment, I will continue sharing it with you as I receive it. You will receive a notification with the details of this particular case, the next steps that we're taking, and asking all fifth grade parents to prepare for the possibility to a transition to virtual, but just prepare. We're not making that decision yet. Unless there's another case, then we need to be prepared to make it for the protection of our children. All of this information is going to be shared in Remind, our text notification system, including the link to this video, which can also be found on our PATH Academy YouTube channel. I hope that all of you continue to do what you need to do to be safe. I especially want to thank our families in our schools. I have not gotten one complaint about mask wearing from families or from teachers or staff. I know that it is hard, but I want to thank you for doing what's best for our children during this time. I also want to thank the families who did what they needed to do to make sure the rest of the community was protected. It isn't easy to make those quick decisions to protect the rest of the community when you're dealing with the potential of your own child being sick. But these are the things that make us stronger. And I just want to say thank you. Without our parents and our families, we wouldn't be able to protect each other. If you need anything, or if you have been afflicted with the virus and you are in need of masks and cannot get out of your house, call the school. My families who have been afflicted with the virus in the past can tell you that I will make sure you get what you need and that you get the support that you need. You can contact me through all of the ways, email, text, or call the school cell phone, and they will make sure I get the message. We love you all. Please stay safe, and I'll be getting back to you with any further information I receive. In the meantime, please take care.